Hey.
Hello, fellow Palians. My name is Januki, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Palia roadmap that just dropped. Okay, so this 6.5 roughly minute video just dropped less than an hour ago, and this is the Palia Path, this new thing they're doing, talking to us about the next update, but not just the next update, some things to look forward to later this year in the more distant future of Palia. I don't remember the last time we had a good functioning roadmap, so this should be really interesting. We're gonna watch this only once through together, so I will pause when I have something to say. With that, here we go.
Hey everyone, I'm Maxwell, the Director of Production here at Singularity 6, working on Palia. I want to welcome you to our very first Palia Path, in which we're going to take a look behind the curtain at some upcoming features in our 1.9.2 patch, Radiance Rising, as well as some new features on the horizon coming to Palia later this year, and maybe a few further out. So let's dive in.
Okay, let's dive in, y'all.
First, let's talk Radiance Rising. So we've got a number of new features that players have been asking for.
Okay, so it sounds like the next patch is going to be called Radiance Rising. Let's see what this is all about.
As an extension of Elderwood with this patch. The first of which is the Pixie Blossom Bounce. It's a dynamic event similar to Flowtree Groves set within the Elderwood.
Okay, you guys, I know we just said it's similar to Flowtree Groves, but there are all those little pedestals that just appeared to jump up and down on, I'm assuming. And you know your girl is not good at platforming or parkour, so this should be good for some serious giggles. Also, pay attention to what the people are wearing. That's all I'm saying.
Group up with your friends, work together to collect a bunch of unique new flowers deep within the Elderwood.
Boing!
These flowers are going to really...
Okay, stop it right now. These are the flowers they're saying are an example of what we're going to get from the Elderwood, from the Pixie Bounce thing they just showed us. Look at the mushrooms. Can I get a show of hands for those of you who are now even more excited to make an Elderwoods themed plot? Can I? Okay. I see you raising your hand there. Let's continue.
Help deliver that Elderwood aesthetic on your home plot.
Shut
We're
up.
delivering
Those
a
are
number
gorgeous.
of new quests, including a new quest line called The Hunt for Prism Spirit Treasure.
Look at that ship. Where is that? That's in the Elderwood somewhere, because look at the aesthetic here. This is somewhere inside the Elderwood. All right, I see you.
This is a short but sweet little adventure where you can partner up with your
slide.
best buds, Nio and Ani, to hunt down the story of the legendary Grimulkin pirate, Prismbeard, and find his lost treasure across Elderwood.
Okay, now note, they said this is a side quest, you guys. They said it was short, so don't go rushing and get yourself all butt hurt because it was over too quick. They just told you it's short, okay? But look at this ship. Oh, that makes me want to get out my pirate outfits.
We hope everyone has a wonderful time in search of Prismbeard.
Maxwell. He said plunderful.
Its booty. In addition, we have another quest line
What is
are
that?
going to allow all players to acquire their very first pet, as well as courier function.
Okay. I just paused it after he said some important things. Look at the words on the screen, you guys. It's everything you've been asking for. This is a free pet with the courier function. So if you didn't want to buy the Founders Pack and you were super bummed out that you didn't get a courier pet, this update is for you and you're not going to pay a nickel for it, okay? It's free.
Functionality to send items back to your home plot. You'll never need to slow down your adventure again. Running out of storage? No worries. Palia.
I don't need to say anything here. You already know.
Storage is going to increase the overall storage limit to 14,000 items.
14,000! You guys, that means we are getting an additional 400 inventory slots. I shudder to think how much Palium this is going to take. If you all aren't like gathering all the Palium in the Elderwood right now to prepare for this, you're doing it wrong. You are definitely doing it wrong.
So now you can hoard to your heart's content. Well, at least for a week or so.
At least for a week or so.
If you're not tired of catching frogs yet, get ready to sing some more.
Okay, can we talk about this for a minute? At least they have a sense of humor about it, okay? I know Froggate, #Froggate, was shut down and the bugs weren't fixed, but come on. These developers have a sense of humor. This is the original Froggate spot, you guys.
Some Rockhopper plushies are going to be leaping into your home plot
Rockhopper
soon. You can
plushies! Look at their stupid little faces! I need about 5 million of them right now. Who's frog hunting with me? Let's go.
also expect to earn some rainbow plushes.
Stop. Stop. Those look like the big ones. Look, there's a mushroom. These are the giant ones. I need giant magical rainbow plushies this instant. Immediately. Now.
There's going to be a return of a familiar face for any fans of Free Realms out there.
Okay, I don't know anything about Free Realms, but apparently there was a whole thing, and I'm guessing Daybreak actually owns Free Realms, but look at this silly little thing. Doesn't it look kind of like the Choppa's predecessor? Or is it Zeki's predecessor? Ooh,
And if you're looking for a foul friend, clean up the grubby ducky in your...
If you're looking for a foul friend... Okay, this looks like the Kill 'em a Lake.
Your own rubber ducky recipe.
Oh, you can get
Don't
the
miss out on
rubber
a cozy
ducky
camp
recipe.
decor.
Whoa. Okay, hold. So first of all, we just found out you can get the rubber ducky recipe. Second of all, look at this decor set. What is even happening here? This is like outdoors in style. Are those beds back there? What up? Look at all the cushions, and the chairs are cute, and this gazebo situation here, pergola. The word is pergola, Jen. Pergola, and look, is that like one of those outdoor heaters? Look at that. This is really pretty. This could be cute if like some of these... Oh, what if you dye? Is this going to be dyeable? What if you dye all this down into like the berry colorway and like make outdoor living spaces in your Elderwood witchy plots? Also, do you see what I see? Okay, let's keep going.
It includes a highly requested decor piece, some hedges.
Hedges!
So just make sure as you're placing them, you don't get lost in your own hedge maze.
Oh my gosh, the hedge mazes. Look at this. Stop it right now. Who's building the first hedge maze? I'm terrible at it. I'm also terrible at mazes, and I will gleefully go get lost as long as you have some rescue bounces like this right here. That's all I'm saying.
Not all, though. Radiance Rising includes a number of bug fixes. The team has been working really hard to clean up the game, and we hope you feel it when you check it out. So that's what's coming in Radiance Rising. We hope you enjoy the Pixie Blossom Bounce,
Elderwood
the hunt
flowers,
for Prison Spear treasure,
new
and the
quest
free
line,
pet and courier functionality.
free pet
quests
and
so
courier
much more.
functionality.
Now let's shift
better
gears and take a look at
storage,
some new
more
features that are
plushes.
coming later this year.
That's the next patch. When?
The first thing we want to talk about,
hopefully they'll tell
animal
us.
husbandry. Now, since Palia's launched, this has been a...
Okay, wait. First of all, let's all note that now we're looking further into the future. Animal husbandry is not coming in the next patch. However, I want you to pay attention down here where it says footage captured in engine, final gameplay subject to change, okay? So just because you see something here doesn't mean you're going to see it in the game.
feature that players have consistently asked for,
Yeah,
wanting
we
to be able
have.
to take care of them.
Oh my gosh. Look at the chicken. I know it's called a Pecky. That is, however, a Palian chicken. We've been using all these eggs in our cake parties, and behold, the creature from which they come, the glorious, the amazing, the Palian chicken called the Pecky. Oh.
And we agree. At its core, we're making animal husbandry with a focus on falling in love with your...
Stop it! Stop it right now! I want to pet my very own Pecky. You guys, you know that the first chicken, the first Pecky, what you gonna name it? What are you gonna name that first cutie little Pecky when you pet its little head? Better be Januki.
Whether you're chasing that state fair worthy Ormu or trying to create the perfect Pecky, you'll have the tools to foster
No,
rare...
stop! You're gonna be able to breed rare Pecky. Look at this one, has flowers on it. Is that pink and purple? What's this one? I want to be a pretty Pecky, please.
Your traits and proudly show off your animals to your friends and community.
Heck yeah!
Now, these mechanics are designed to work neatly with existing systems like gardening and cooking.
Nice.
And as with any other skill, you're going to be able to experience it by yourself, as well as make it better together with your friends by having them come over and help you take care of your animals.
Will you help me take
The team's
care
been
of my
having a ton of
chickens,
fun
chat?
playing around with what we can tweak and how this experience is going to evolve, including finding some odd quirks or unexpected results along the way.
What?
When we launch the feature, we'll definitely have some standard fare
What
animals
just
such as the
happened?
Armu or the Pecky, but we're building this in a way that we can continue to deliver animals on a regular basis.
More
Over time, we
animals.
might start
Look at the
delivering
little
some more
bouncy
unexpected.
bits.
We'll keep you updated as this feature continues to evolve, and we plan to release it later this year.
Yeah, man, Pecky's coming this year. Hello, Januki Chuki. You will be mine.
On the housing front, we've been incredibly impressed by everything that we see
Whoa.
players creating. We love going on home tours every week to see new ideas on display, and each
So
time
do
we
we.
find new things that players have been able to do that we never expected. Now, players have probably noticed that we've been slowing down on delivering new buildings, and to be honest, our existing housing system has been more cumbersome to work with than we'd
Okay.
like. And over
Oh,
time,
okay.
every new addition has exponentially increased the effort necessary to deliver that to players.
Wait. New housing lines, but this is just a bunch of pieces. Do you think, tell me in the comments, do you think that this means that we're going to be able to like Lego build our own houses, like snap pieces together? Or do you think this is just their footage of them creating pieces to play with to build new housing options? So let me know in chat what you think. Or in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I think it could go either way.
So
I'm
we've had to take a
curious.
beat to dig in and find better ways
No,
to
look at this. These look like greenhouses. Stop it. Look at these glass walls and ceilings. Are we finally going to get like the Tamala-like houses of our
deliver on
dreams?
houses, especially
Look at that. What do you think that's the top of?
ability to have new stories in the house. We're actively
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold, please. No, not like that. Not like this. Wait. It says precise seeking.
to have new stories on
This. Look at these windows. I know this is just a drawing, okay? But look at like the posts and the windows here. Stop it. This is so pretty.
the house. We're actively working on this right now and excited to share
Look,
more.
this
later
looks like
year.
an inn.
On the main story and narrative front, we love that everyone's been playing the Elderwood and of course meeting our newest villager, Ulfe.
Ulfe. So that's how you say his name, in case anybody was wondering. Folks, this is Ulfe. Ulfe, these are the folks. Welcome to the coop, Ulfe.
So we're working on his friendship questline where you're going to get to explore more about
main
his backstory
story
and who he
quest
is.
and
We want to
Ulfe.
partner that with an update to the main story that's going to take us a little more time to make, and will
Okay.
help explore some of the areas of the Elderwood that we haven't touched so far.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That's that Zendru way. They just showed both ends of that locked off infection-filled passage. So what they're saying, what I heard them saying, is that not only later this year are we going to get to have more involvement with Ulfe and maybe friend him up and stuff, but it sounds like we're getting into Zendru way this year. You guys, this year is half over. So there's only, as far in as we are, there's only that much more to go. So like, it's sooner than you think.
Now, with that said, we know players have wanted more narrative on a regular basis. And so the team is hard at work on a new system that's going to let us deliver small, bite-sized narrative quests every single patch for
Okay, did you hear what they just committed to? Small, bite-sized quests. So I'm thinking that's what they're doing now with the Prism Beard thing. They said it's a short quest line. So it sounds like they're now saying that with every patch, there will at least be some small quest opportunity. That's cool. I like that. Also, Maxwell, I'm going to have some questions for you in just a minute.
Players to check out with new objectives to pursue. We really are excited to bring this a little bit later, but it's going
Oh.
to take a few patches before we have the first version. So
That's
stay
gonna be
tuned.
fun.
Starting this fall, we're also going to be delivering patches that are a little better aligned with the season in the real
Seasons.
world. That's not just
So not just for Winter Lights. I'm sorry.
for Winter Lights or Lunar New Year. we want to be able to deliver things like a fall season within Palia.
Oh,
so
so
we plan to kick
cute.
off each of Palia's seasons with a larger patch that provides new ways to engage within Palia, followed by smaller, more focused content updates that support the overall season thematic.
So they're talking about bite-sized quests. They're talking about real seasons, seasonal changes around, along with seasonal activities. That's a big promise, but that's really cool.
May include additional things like quality of life changes and, of course, some bug fixes. Now,
You guys, stop. We have to go back.
now,
No. Oh, no. Hold, please.
it may include additional things like quality of life changes and,
Okay, you see when they say quality of life changes, you see that background on your Moz, right? Look at that. That's got to be something right there, because that's not in there now. Like that custom background.
of course, some bug fixes.
And again, I say to you, this particular bug made me personally big mad. I will admit it. I was super annoyed by this. But look at the side eye on Najuma's face. Look, she is serving. And to be able to make fun of their bug fixes, come on. Even I can't be mad about that. This is funny. And I appreciate that the developers, the whole company is willing to have some fun at their own expense, okay? You've got to respect that at least a bit.
Fixes. Now, to reiterate, every patch for Palia will include new gameplay content for players to engage with.
Every new patch with Palia will involve new content for players to engage with. He's not talking about premium store updates, okay? That person's wearing a free outfit when he says it. He's not talking about premium store updates. He's talking, to the best of my understanding here, about actual quest lines.
We don't want to break from that promise. And of course, as you guys all have been wanting, we are going to continue to deliver more plushes.
What is that? Is that a Lake Shark plushie? Lake Shark plushie, Lake Shark plushie, plushie.
Finally, we're going to look a little further down the line at some features that are in very early development.
Okay, so
So
this is
early,
stuff
we can't
this
quite
year.
show gameplay or concept.
Okay, so the next patch was the first stuff we saw. That was the Radiance Rising. That includes whatever premium outfit is on this person's rear end. After that, we're looking at stuff later this year. So later this year, we're talking about animal husbandry, new housing lines, Ulfay and main story quest updates, seasonal themed patches, and more plushes. So this is coming next patch, which I'm assuming they'll eventually tell us when. This is coming this year. Now they're going to start talking about the way distant future, the concepts that they're just starting to come up with, okay? So this stuff is not happening in 2025. We're now going to look at things into 2026 and beyond, okay? So put on your patience pants. Let's go.
Start. These features are going to take us some real time, but we want to share some insight on the long-term roadmap for Palia so that players can discuss and give us ideas along the way.
Love that for us, Maxwell.
Now, one of
Thank
the
you.
areas that we feel Palia has under-delivered on is for players to be able to group up and truly work together, particularly.
Maxwell, I can't wait for you to finish your sentence, dude. I'm so sorry. Co-op housing plots? Dude, where are my girls at? Co-op housing plots. I don't know about you guys, but one of the most fun things in co-op games that allow decorating for me and my particular friend group is building together. So we build together a lot in Dinkum. That is our favorite building game together. But now to know that we're going to be able to do a co-op housing plot here in Palia, where I can, instead of my friends telling me, Jen, pull this out of storage, Jen, make that, Jen, do this, Jen, do that, like when we're on my plot, for instance, in a true co-op experience, they'd be able to put things down and do things themselves. And I am so excited if that's what we're talking about here. Like beyond excited. Like my actual hair's on fire. My cam is not on, but my hair is on fire. This girl is on fire.
With the housing plot. And for a long time, there have been big technical challenges for us, but we think we found some of those initial solutions and are now starting to work on the next tier of problems that will be necessary to deliver this experience to play.
Guys, this is truly Palia doing the Lord's work, you guys. This is so exciting to me. Okay, only 46 seconds left in this video. They're got to be telling us about the next patch soon.
Again, this will take us a little while.
That's
so
okay.
really interested to hear what excites you.
We understand.
Of course, we've been really happy with the
go.
response to Elderwood. The sentiment has been fantastic, and we've read so much about how you're enjoying it.
Because you guys are doing a great job.
We're not going to stop there. We really are excited.
Okay. I'm sorry, Maxwell.
To announce
Oh no, I double clicked and that caused a problem. Maxwell, I made you, that is...
that we've...
Okay, that's a better place to stop him. I would like to talk about Maxwell's background for a moment. Specifically, I see your Choppa, Maxwell, and I'm here for it. But what is snuggling your Choppa? Because I have the dragon. I have the plush dragon that we got from Makeshift, and he does not look like this, Maxwell. What is that? And when can I have it? Also, I have seen people with this. I understand it was in some partner box at the very beginning, and it might have been exclusive, but maybe you all can make an Ormu real-life plushie for us. I'm happy with Makeshift. It's good, Maxwell. Can you take that back to the peoples and tell them? And also, Maxwell, I have a couple other suggestions on the plushie front for you. Peckies, please, and thank you, in-game and in real life. And sir, the rainbow plushies, sir. Please, I beg of you, the rainbow plushies. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. What did you have to tell us, sir?
Started early development and planning on our very next adventure zone.
Our next
It's gonna
adventure
be a while
zone?
before we can show any concrete details, but we can't wait for you all to see more. Thank you all.
Okay, let's just stop before Maxwell goes on here. So now, again, in the very, very distant future, we're looking at shared housing plots, people. I can't even tell you how exciting that is, and a new adventure zone. If you're not sure what new adventure zone means, the Elderwood was a new adventure zone. So they're already planning their next Elderwood-sized update. All right, no rest for the weary over there at S6. They are go, go, go.
Also much for your continued support of Palia over the years, from our most veteran Palia players to the
That's
newest
me.
Folks joining us on PlayStation 5 and Xbox.
Maybe that's
I wanna
you.
welcome you all into the community. So until next time, take it easy, everyone.
There it is. There it is. Radiance Rising update coming June 12th. That is Thursday. Who's excited? Okay, so we saw the update video. We saw what's coming. Who is excited for the future of Palia? I love that they dropped us that little roadmap. I love everything that they're talking about. I even love their sense of humor. So I want you guys, if you're still with me, down in the comments section, I want to know what you're most excited about. I know there should be at least one comment from a mushroom-obsessed buddy of mine. I don't personally know if I'm most excited for like the results of the. I'm a little scared of the pixie bounce, I'm not gonna lie, but being able to get those mushrooms, super cool. Obviously in the more future updates, I am super excited for more storage. You have no idea what it's cost me to keep my storage this low, and B, I am super excited for co-op housing sometime in the future. Come on, co-op housing plots, how fun is that? How do I not remember what crop it was that I have to plant? Okay, anyway, watching me plant crops is probably not exciting, but you know what is? That update we just saw. So thank you so much for watching that update with me. I hope you found something to be as excited about as I am about the things I just mentioned. So down in the comments, tell me what you found most exciting about this update from Palia, the future roadmap. And also, please make sure that you give a little like and subscribe if you haven't already, so that I can continue to bring you more great news and reactions and gameplay like this, all right? Until later, I will see you guys soon, and later, Gators.